If you want the cheapest rental car, the worst thing you can do is fall in love with the first price you see. You know the moment. You type cheap rental cars or rental cars near me cheap and boom, $12 a day. Looks amazing. Then you click through and suddenly it's $40, $60, sometimes $90 a day at checkout. That's not bad luck. That's the rental car price trap. Here's what's really happening. That cheap number is usually just the base rate. The final price is built from a bunch of add-ons and conditions. And if you don't check them, you're basically guessing. So in this video, I'm going to do 3 things. 1. Show you the common tricks behind cheap pricing. 2. Explain the real ingredients that make up the total rental cost. And 3. Show you the simplest way to get a fair deal without surprises, including platforms like Get Rent a Car, where you can compare offers, negotiate the price, and see the actual car you'll be driving. Alright, first the trap. The cheapest listings often hide the most expensive parts behind the next step. Insurance isn't included, or the deductible is huge. There's a big deposit hold on your card. Airport surcharges appear later. Young driver and additional driver fees pop up at checkout. The fuel policy is prepay or just confusing. And cancellation terms are strict. So cheap car rental can be real, but only if the total is transparent and the terms are clean. Now let's break down what actually makes up the final price. This is the part most people skip, and it's exactly where you can save money. Number 1, insurance and deductible. This is a huge one. Some offers look cheap because insurance isn't included, or because the deductible is massive. A low daily rate can turn into a very expensive situation if you're not covered the way you expect. Always check what's included and what you're responsible for. Number 2, deposit. A lot of cheapest car rental deals require a large deposit. Even if you get it back, it can ruin your travel budget for a week. If you want a smoother trip, look for offers where the deposit is clear or not required at all. Number 3, taxes and location fees. Airport pickup is convenient, but it often comes with extra charges. The same car can cost more just because of the location. Sometimes an off-airport pickup is cheaper, but only if the transfer cost and time still make sense. Number 4, fuel policy. Full to full is usually the best. Prepaid fuel sounds simple, but it often means you're paying extra. If you want real car rental deals, choose a fuel policy that doesn't punish you. Number 5, mileage limits. Unlimited mileage is ideal. If mileage is limited, calculate it. That cheap offer can become expensive fast if you're doing road trips. And number 6, one that people forget, the car itself. Sometimes cheap rental cars means a category with no real guarantee. You arrive and the car is not available and you're pushed into an upgrade. That's another classic trick. Now the question is, what do you do with all this without spending 2 hours opening tabs and reading fine print? This is where ready-made solutions actually help. Instead of guessing, you want a platform where the important stuff is obvious: the total price, the deposit, the car details, and the conditions before you book. That's why websites like Get Rent a Car can be an optimal option, especially if you care about transparency. You can compare offers from different drivers and suppliers, see the real price structure. And this is the big difference: you can negotiate. If you've ever wished you could just ask, "Can you do it cheaper?" On platforms like this, you can. Also, it's easier to avoid surprises because you can immediately see things like whether there's a deposit or not, what the conditions are, and even photos of the car you'll actually drive, not just a random stock image. So you're not just hunting for cheap rental car websites. You're choosing the offer with the best value and the least risk. And here's the point: the goal isn't just to rent a car for cheap. The goal is to rent a car for cheap without getting hit by hidden fees, deposit shocks, or last-minute upgrades. Quick closing tips before you book: always judge the total price, not the daily rate. Prioritize transparent deposit and insurance terms. Avoid confusing fuel policies, and don't book a mystery deal unless you're fine with surprises. If you want, I can also give you a pinned comment checklist for this video, a short list viewers can copy and use when they're booking.